Hey guys, and welcome to our very first episode of Startup Saturday. Are you guys excited to go on a roller coaster ride from the ideation to getting your first 1000 customer on every idea that we are about to discuss? If yes, then fasten your seatbelts and let's dig right in. So I was driving yesterday and I realized something very interesting. I spent almost 2 hours daily of my time on the commute, standing on the traffic signals. While Google Maps does a great job in telling me which is the fastest route and where the clothes are. However, it does a terrible job at telling me how much time will I have to stand on each signal. And if there is a police barricade, then it's even worse. I have no idea about it and I end up spending a lot of time. While we are on the topic of driving, I also realized that last year I spent almost 30,000 rupees on the challans. There were cases when I was overspeeding, there were cases when I was underspeeding, and these were easy costs which I could have avoided. Now, what if there was an application which could have actually helped me save my cost and my time? Like a layer on top of Google Maps. And that is our first idea for this Saturday. Now, what should be the features of this application? So let's say one of the features could be sending you an alert when you are overspeeding or underspeeding on a particular lane. Another one could be when you're standing on a signal, it can tell you how much time you have to stand so that you can save the cost of your fuel and save the environment. Another interesting feature could also be if it can help you locate the cameras on the signal and it can tell you where the police barricades are, or if there is some place with a lot of congestion or a place with an accident prone area. We all have seen the videos of Yamuna Express. Wouldn't we want to avoid that? Definitely I would. If you're going on a lane and you see that there is a problem over here, maybe you can click a picture and upload it on the system. It will help us alert everyone else who is driving on the same route to help them save their time, money and cost. Maybe somebody is missing an important interview. It would be a huge help for them. Now before we move forward to the other part of the video, let us plan to give it a name. The first name that strikes in my mind is Save My Challan. If you have better suggestions on the name or if you would like more features to be added to this application, write us in the comment below. Let us know. Although there could be multiple other features that we want our application to have, but all of them may not suffice while you are launching. When you launch, you want to make sure that you stay as lean as possible. While everything looks good in our head, we want to actually see what the customers will accept as the right features. So, before we launch, we decide something known as MVP. What is MVP? MVP is Minimal Viable Product. What this means is out of all the list of features, what are those few features without which your application just cannot exist? What are those features that the customers would love to see when they actually interact with your application for the very first time? So let's decide on the feature list for the MVP. So deciding on the features of the MVP, we can keep the most important ones, which is ability to alert when you are overspeeding, ability to tell you which signals have cameras, which places have police barricades, and ability for the users to mark a particular place with cameras and send it as an alert to everyone else driving on the same route. Now that we have our name and the MVP feature is finalized, let's think who would be the ideal customers to use this application. I would say people in the age group of 15 to 45. Alright, I know 15 is not the legal age, but come on, whom are we kidding? Did you drive your first vehicle when you were 18? Of course no. So let's finalize on the age group as 15 to 45. This would be our target audience. Now we would want to validate the idea. While the idea sounds great in my head, does it sound equally great in your head? Well, may or may not be. So how do we find out if our customers genuinely need this product or not? Or are we simply wasting our time? So the way to do it is, first of all, create a list. Create a list of questions which we can ask to our target audience if this application would actually help them. Now what is our application doing? It's helping them save time and it's helping them save money. Now the kind of questions that I can think of is, I would like to ask my audience if they would want an application which can help them give an alert when they are overspeeding on a particular lane. An application which can help them plan a route which would have least number of closed signals. An application which can give them alert if a particular route has a traffic jam or a police barricade. Now these are some things that are in my head. What are the questions that you would like to ask your audience? Comment it below. Now once this list of questions is ready, we want to make an actual reach out to the end customers. How do we do that? We create forms of these questions, and we can use service providers like Google Forms, Zoho Form, Type Forms, choose anyone that you like. Create a link and broadcast it to your network. While broadcasting, you can use services like WhatsApp for broadcasting it. You can use groups on social medias. You can even send it out to your network in forms of posts, reels or statuses. And you can let your customers fill it. While these could be a good way of reaching out to your network, the other ways of reaching out to a wider audience could be via the help of social media ads, where the social media will help you filter out the audience and make a reach out to the genuine customers. There are other paid services as well. Services like SurveyMonkey, which help you find out very catered audience and get the forms filled on your behalf. Now, although these are some of the latest tools and technologies, there are some old school ways as well. You can have people who can go practically on the streets and get the survey form filled from the drivers themselves. At the same time, you can even take services of micro call centers who can manually call to each individual and get you the forms filled. In order to get this data, there are services which helps you find the phone numbers and email IDs of people who is your target audience. You can pay them and you can get a bulk data, which you can even send out bulk emails and get your survey forms filled. These services can cost you from being completely free to up to 50,000 rupees. You can decide how much you want to pay for them. What we are trying to achieve here is 1,000 genuine responses which can help us validate the idea. In order to get 1,000 genuine responses, we are going to expect at least 2,000 to 3,000 responses, from which we can curate the best 1,000. That will help us decide. Now, if the responses are positive, then it's a green sign and we should go ahead with the idea. However, if the responses are negative, if the customers are not showing too good of an interest for the questions that we have asked, then it's probably the best idea to let go of the idea and not be emotionally driven by it. Now let's assume that all the responses have been positive and it's a green slide to go ahead. But for a startup to become successful and survive, the most important thing is money. What will be your revenue model for an application like this? The core concept of the idea is to save money for the end customers. So you cannot directly ask them to pay more. However, you have to find an alternative source of revenue for your idea. One of such ways could be ads. It could be a tile, it could be a banner, it could be a video. You decide. Now we have a great product in hand and we want to take it to the market. How do we go about it? You have to deploy a team of developers to create this software. But explaining your idea to developers is not easy. That is why we use something known as UI UX prototyping. What we do in this is we create images which represent your idea in the form of an application. It's easier to make adjustments in an image versus a live code. So we'll create UI UX prototype. It's going to cost you somewhere around 1 lakh to 3 lakh rupees depending on the agency you choose. Once the UI UX prototype is created, we are going to take this to the development phase. The development of such an application will charge you somewhere between 5 lakhs to 10 lakh rupees depending again on the agency that you choose. It will take somewhere between 2 months to 5 months to get this product built and launch it into the market. After testing and everything, a stable product which will be ready to launch. Now how will you launch this? Now is the time for getting your first 1,000 paying customers. How do you acquire 1,000 customers? First of all, we'll decide the range in which we want to launch this. Are we going to launch this on a global scale? Are we going to launch this in a countrywide area, or are we going to launch this for a specific city? Well, for an idea like this, I would recommend to launch to a specific city because it's easier to capture the market. There's a lot of manual effort that you need to do in order to get the timings of the signals, in order to get the best routes possible while creating that layer. And you will face many challenges. That is why we'll go step by step. So we'll go for a particular city, and then for a country, and then for the global scale. Now, how do you capture an audience from a particular city? The traditional methods could be creating pamphlets and sending them in the form with the newspapers to individual houses, putting out posters in front of coaching institutes, putting out posters in front of petrol pumps or at the signals themselves. The other ways or the other digital ways could be by again using WhatsApp and social media platforms for broadcasting and using ads on social media. Ads on social media could be very, very effective. Some of the smarter ways could be to find people where they would be most likely to download an application like this. Well, what can we think of? It could be pawn shops, it could be liquor shops, it could be petrol pumps, it could be signals themselves. You can even put pamphlets behind the auto rickshaws, which has the highest readability percentage. On a tentatively, it's going to cost you somewhere between completely free to 1 lakh rupees for getting your first 1,000 customers, where the ads will start making revenues for you, which you can put back into the business and get more customers. The aim should be to create a higher word of mouth marketing, because there is nothing better than that, where one customer could tell 1,000 other customers that your product is best and it solves a real-time problem. And then we have our first 1,000 paying customers, and it's time to celebrate. If you have similar interesting ideas, do write it in the comment section below. We'll try to pick one idea for our next Saturday where we help you reach your first 1,000 paying customers. If you liked our video, then do give us a thumbs up and share any feedback that you might have in the comment section. Thank you. That's all for this Saturday. See you on the next.